this water has to be totally level. Okay? This water has to be totally level because that's the only way you're going to get these reflections off the water if it's totally level. Like a mirror. A mirror, this is where they get the concept for a mirror. Right here. In nature. And the mirror in your house is totally flat, right? It's not curved. If it's curved, you're going to be looking like roly-poly, right? You're not going to get straight lines. You're going to be like you're in the state fair when you look in the mirror. You're going to be like, whoa, I look like roly-poly, right? Because the mirror has to be flat in order to give these straight lines, okay? So just like this right here, right? It's nature. Nature tells the truth. So here's your 180 degrees. That'll be what you call the sea level, water level, which all water is level. This water level. Not really sea level, it's water level because wherever you put water like this, it's going to do that. As above, so below. Because the whole ocean is flat and level, that's why a glass of water is level. As above, that's the big amount. The total amount. And the small amount, the small example, does what the big amount does. That's why a carpenter's level is able to work. And wherever you take it, it works the same. And it does what all water does. And it exhibits 180 degrees and it exhibits 90 degrees. That's what it does, right? Because it's a microcosm of the whole entire ocean. Just in that little drops of moisture, that little drops of liquid in the carpenter's level is a microcosm of all water, and that's why it works. It has no concept of anything except for level. There's 180 and 90. That's what the readings you get off that, right? And this light right here, could not reach from the ends of the water, ends of the ocean, all the way to the shore unless all the way in between is totally flat, a pinene. Or else it'd be impossible. And any little ripple, see the little ripples in there causing distortion? Any little ripples is going to stop the light from reaching you. And the only reason why this is able to reach you going all through, because it's flat all in between. And that's nature, and that's the laws of nature. Right? And as above, so below. That's why this is flat and level on the top. That's why a cup of water is level in your home. If I go get a cup of water out of this ocean, it's going to act just like this big ocean. It's going to be flat and level. It's just direct science. It's direct. It's not a bunch of hocus pocus and all this kind of stuff like that. Only reason why you're able to get reflection all the way from the ends of the ocean all the way to you is it's all totally level all the way in between. And this is here's your 180 going all the way down, and here goes your 90. Come up and you split it in half. Half of 180 is 90. 90 here, 90 there, and a 180 here. And that is physics on the earth. And you have the air pushing down on the water all over the earth. And all the water on the earth is all facing in the same direction. It's one love. Now, the reason why you're able to get this perfect reflection is because this is on a lake and the water is able to rest, be a total rest. Just like the mirror in your home. So this is totally at rest, and so it gives brilliant reflections and perfect symmetrically as above, so below. You wouldn't be able to have this unless the water is totally flat, and all the water on the earth is totally flat, and it's impossible for it to curve. Let's get rid of this idolatry right now. Okay? It's impossible for it to curve. It's against the laws of physics and the laws of nature. You don't get reflections like this unless it's perfectly flat, and that's how you get this 90 perfect reflections. And anybody can do an experiment. Go get you a piece of reflective paper or a mirror, bend it, and you're going to see distortion. You're not going to see straightness like this. A little kid can do this experiment. Okay? This is little kid physics. Only reason why people don't want to acknowledge it because of they're trying to hide their idolatries, right? And trying to create bending water like on a globe. Okay, here we go right here. Here's a little education in equal angles of reflection. Go over this real quick. It's like real simple stuff right there. Okay, so what do we have here? This would be the water right here, or a mirror in your home. A reflection. And this 180 degrees flat, or else the light is not going to reflect properly in straight angles. And so here's your 180 and here's your 90, dividing the angle of incidence and the angle of reflection. 180, 90. See, this nature, and it's the laws of nature. And water is 180 degrees flat. And that's the only way you're going to get reflections off. That's the only way you can get true reflections off of it. And if it was bending, you get no reflection because it's impossible for it to bend. It's not even an issue in the real world. Only in the imagination. Mirror reflection, a mirror. They got the water. This would be the water as a mirror. That's flat. And what do you have here? 180 degrees and 90. And then the incidence of rays descending and ascending reflection. This is the laws of nature. Then you have the specular reflection here. Not going to get into that. And then we're going to get into diffuse reflection. If it's any waves or anything, it diffuses the reflection. That's why you don't have the reflection off wavy, bumpy water when it's all moving. Or if it was curved, you wouldn't get any reflection. It's no such thing as curved water. This is the water. It's either wavy or it's flat, reflecting or it's not. And there's no such thing as wavy or there's no such thing as bending water. Reflections from the surface of water. If it's smooth water, it gives you a smooth, flat mirror, which gives you a perfect reflection. Okay? Wavy water surface, no reflection because it's wavy. It's diffusion. And there's no category for no curved water. No reflection can come off curved water. No category. It's no such thing as curved water. That's an illusion from Satan, okay? Now, I'm going to go over this Psalms number 19 and learn more about the firmament, okay? To the Psalms 19. To the chief musician, a psalm of David. The heavens declare the glory of Elohim, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. So within the firmament over the earth, up over our heavens, shows the handiwork of God. Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. Okay, day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. So, it's impossible to get day and night on the earth if the sunlight is coming from 93 million miles away. Okay? So here you go. You got sunlight right here. And this sunlight is supposed to be coming from 93 million miles away. So, okay, the sunlight is coming from 93 million miles away, and the whole sky is lit up when you see that. But guess what? The whole other part of the earth got stars, man. It's in darkness. So it's coming from 93 million miles away, and then when it gets to earth, it just divides into light and darkness. That doesn't sound right. That sounds like fiction. And that sounds totally contrary to what the Bible said. The Bible said the sun rules the day, and the moon is the light of the night. So here we got the light right here of the night, the moon. And we got the light right there, the sun. the moon in the night and the sun in the day, right? Now they say this is coming from 93 million miles away, but that's a lie. See, because it can't come from 93 million miles away and then divide and then rotate around the Earth. That's dumb. And then if it's coming from 93 million miles away, the whole sky would be lit up. Okay? So that's fallacy. And that's a lie. And that's going to be destroyed right here, right now. It's destruction for that. That's making you dumb. Dumb and dumber. So here's a picture from NASA of the Earth. So let's see what's wrong with this picture here. So this is a NASA's photo. We call this the 2005 model. Okay, I don't know. It's not important. Okay, because they're all garbage. They're all trash. They're all cartoons. So here we go. We have the Earth right here from NASA, and it's in the sky, right? And they are getting sunlight. I don't know where from because this is black. I don't even see a sun or no. I don't see no clue of a sun. All I see is this little bright stuff on the Earth, right? Now they're supposed to be having sunshine, but they got a dark sky. And then you got dark sky on both sides. Because the Bible says it's impossible for them to show day into day and night into night. So that's going to be exposed right here. The brilliance of the Bible and the simplicity of the truth. To destroy this mythology. No, this fallacy. See, this is fiction, and they cannot show you day and night into night. That's going to be destroyed right now, and this is rubbish, and this is the cartoon. Okay, and this is normal. I'm going to expose that. This is NASA's Earth from the moon. Here go the moon, and I guess they got a camera on the moon. Supposedly, this is taking a picture, and this is the Earth. NASA picture. I don't know what year it's from, because it don't change, right? So it doesn't matter what year. This should be looking the same all the time, right? So here we got the moon, and we got space is dark. Where's the sun at? Okay. Where's the sunlight? Oh, is this the sunlight right here? So the Earth got sunlight, right? So they experiencing sunlight, but where's their blue sky at? Where is the blue? Where's the blue anywhere? Okay, sky, except for this little fake ball you got up in here. You're busted. It's impossible for them to illustrate or show you a photo that is legitimate or anything, because it's a total lie. Period. Anybody can show me a photo of the Earth with a blue sky and a dark sky. Hey, I'll bow down to you and say you're the greatest, and come over here, take everything down, work for you for the rest of my life, and say you're the greatest of all time. Okay, listen. If NASA can't do it, you think you can do it? They got all this billions of dollars, and this is what they give you because that's all they can do. Okay. It's not you think this is quantum science? You thinking what I'm telling you is quantum science to destroy this garbage? This is rubbish, and I'm the rubbish. I'm throwing out the garbage. Okay? This is rubbish, and I'm taking out the trash. This is another picture. This is from another year, see? It's not the same, you know. Anyway, same thing. Where the hell is the blue sky? Where have all the blue skies gone? Where's the sun? Okay? And why does the Earth have same color sky on both sides? And where's the sun, period? Where are the stars, man? You guys are funny. You know? This is the rubbish that they give you, and this is idolatry, okay? Now this is a space shot. Supposedly, here go the Earth, here go the moon, and I don't know where the sun is. Why is the sun casting out darkness? Okay? When I see the sun, I see blue sky. Where's the blue? You talking about this blue right here on this thing here? This ball? Now listen, they supposed to be having a sunshiny day. I don't see no sun coming in, and then they got a dark sky and the same color sky on both sides. This is trash. This is witchcraft and voodoo, and they had you under the spell all the time. Look at the moon. No, no blue sky. You'll never see a blue sky and a dark sky on nothing, except for this. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Now, here's an illustration to show you how you get daytime and nighttime on the Earth, class. So you have the sun and a dark sky. Because the sun, when you see it, it's always in a dark sky, class. And then you have the perpetrating sun rays coming down, and then it's flashing on the earth, and this is how you get day on earth. And every time you look up, you see a black sky in the daytime. See how stupid this is? And then on the other side of the earth, they're at night, and then you both guys have the same color sky on both sides. It's dumb. Okay, this is the garbage, trash, rubbish that they're teaching your kids, and the idolatry, and this is the best they can do. Exposed right here by me, smashed, trashed. Okay, NASA's photos trashed. They ain't no better than this. You think this is quantum anything? This is quantum garbage. I call it quantum BS. I don't want to curse. So, okay, different scenario. Now we got a light sky. So let's see how it works out now, class. Sun ray coming in, day. Bright, sunshiny day. You got these little perpetrating. Anyway, I'm not going to go into all this. I'm just going to stay general. So you got a sun rays coming in. You got the bright, sunshiny day and the bright color sky, and it's daytime, class. And then over here, they're in nighttime, and then they have what color sky? What? This sky is the wrong color. See, this is total rubbish over here, right? This is your rubbish. This is the rubbish trash. Anybody that believes in this, I want to say you're ignorant, but I don't really want to insult people, but it's true. It's called ignorance. And when you see this and you start to ignore this, ignore mean ignorance. Okay? First you was in the blind because you didn't recognize it, but now that it's being exposed and you still latch onto this, then you're ignorant and you deserve what you're going to get. And you deserve to be fooled. Sunlight coming in, daytime sky, right? Light. Nighttime sky. Nighttime supposed to have a dark sky. They can't do that one. They can't pull that one off, buddy. Look, all they can do is split the earth in half with a line. See? The rubbish. This is cartoons, man. Okay? This is what you call cosmos for idiots. And all their graphs is like this. And it's all rubbish. Okay? There it is. The way you get day and night on the earth, that's a total lie. The way you get day and night on the earth is a total lie. And all graphs is like, it's no graph to show you how to get day and night on earth. Period. Nowhere. It's no official graph in school, college, nowhere. And if you go on the internet and ask Google how you get day and night on earth, they're going to send that fast talking robot out there, and they're going to read it for yourself, and you're going to see it's all double talk. This is a test, class. Read it for yourself and see if you can decipher the double talk. You know, I'll decipher it later, but I wanted to see if you could do it for yourself, you know. It's double talk. They send those fast talking people in there. You see them. Why they got to talk fast when they explaining stuff? No, they're supposed to take their time and make sure it's very clear, like I'm doing. See, this is all NASA's. They're getting paid billions of dollars to give you this. I could have gave you this if I was a con man in 2 minutes. And they're conning you for all these billions. Tell them to fork over the dough, okay? Tell them to fork over the dough and stop the fake show. And this is another one they gave you, fake. This is the globe. Go check them. Now you know all of them. You will never see a blue sky and a dark sky, period. It's impossible. And God of the Bible exposed it to you, and all your leaders who've been showing you the dark universe, they keeping you in darkness, like Seven Bomars, Young Pharaoh, Sarah Sutasetti. On here, it's gonna get exposed. I ain't gonna be showing you no fake stuff. I'm gonna show you the fake stuff and show you how fake it is. Okay, that's what's up. Ain't no dancing around, beating around the bush and pussyfooting around. None of that. Get down to it. It's direct. Okay? We got sunshine, a bright sunshiny day, right? So they telling us this sunshine is coming from 93 million miles away. Okay, let's analyze this situation. So we see that the sun rays is coming all the way with no break in the chain. You understand me? From us to the sunlight is no break. So if this is a ball, the whole sky should be lit up. We see the whole sky lit up here, right? But wait, the whole other side of the earth is dark. This coming from 93 million miles away? Wait, how is that possible? We just read in the scriptures saying how this is going to bring knowledge. This situation right here. This supposed to be coming from 93 million miles away. You got problems here. And half the earth is, half of them got stars. And this is supposed to be coming from, wait, let's keep going with this. Now this is confusing now. See, this is Babylonian. So let's see here. Right here you got the sun, now it's in the dark sky all of a sudden. Have you ever seen the sun in the dark sky? Huh? This is where they're coming in with the illusion, the strong delusion, see, because they got a problem. They can't have show their illustration with the light sky and the daylight on both sides, just like the Bible just showed you with wisdom. You understand what I'm saying? So now they try to manipulate the situation so they can even have a chart to feed you this bogusness right here. You understand me? So now what's the solution? They put a sun in the dark sky. So that now I'm going to go through all the lies on here, all the illusions on here, right? I'm going to go through all the illusions on it right here, right? So let's see. We got sun in a dark sky. Have you ever seen a sun in a dark sky? So let's look at this now. This is the standard for the illusion. Sun in the dark sky. That's the first number one step of the trickery. Okay? So let's see. No, sun is in the light sky. See what I'm saying? Sun in the light sky. Okay? Now, with the buffoonery and the trickery, you got the sun in the dark sky. Now this is so that's one lie. Okay, lie number one. So, that's lie number one. Lie number two. If the sun was a big ball, the whole sky should be lit up. That's lie number two. Lie number three. This sun is way too close to, it should be way farther back, right? And the whole sky should be lit. That's lie number three. Lie number four. This earth has got daytime over here and it's got a black sky. Daytime, black sky. Lie number four. See, they can't do no better than this. They've been showing all their graphs is like this. That's lie number four. Lie number five. Both sides of the earth got the same color sky. That's lie number five. That's lie number five. No, I got some more lies up here. Lie number six. These other planets, they don't get sunlight from the sun. They are luminaries. They get their own sunlight. That's lie number six. Let me see if I can find another lie up in here. I know I had more than that. Lie number seven. Lie number seven. It's no two different colors of the sky. You got one. I might have went over there. Listen, this is what they show you. This, because they can't even make a model of what they're telling you. See? Right there. You've been seeing this all along and never caught on. See? Bogus. Sun in a dark sky, that's the beginning of the illusion. See? No, sun is in the light sky, man. See? So, let's go over to here and just So now, this is supposed to be a solar eclipse, right? So now you got the sun in the dark sky again. See, because of this lie number one, this is standard. They do this all the time. How a total eclipse occurs, I don't think so. See, now, mind you, this sun is supposed to be 93 million miles away, so the sun would be 93 million miles away, shining light in all directions, so everything would be lit up. Their model wouldn't even work at all. So how do they fix that? They put the sun in the dark sky. Look at that trick. Sun in the dark sky. See? You can't get away with that. Now this is making you dumb. And our kids. See? Idolatry. This is what you call enchantment, magicians. See? And they all do this because they went to school to learn this garbage. Why don't I say school? To make this the illusion. They know this is not real when they design this. So you got the sun in the dark sky, and then that's lie number one. Then you got the whole sky would be lit up. That's lie number two. And then it would be 93 million miles back. Lie number three. Then, okay, now you got these stylized sun rays over here, because they had to make these stylized sun rays because really everything would be lit up, washing away their whole lie. See, you gotta understand. Once you start ignoring things, now you become the fool. See, the devil is in the details. So that's like what, line number 4 or something, 5. Then, so you got these now you got these sun rays perpetrating to come down at an angle just to suit their purpose. Then you got, that's like line number 5 or so. Then you got these other ones in the middle here interlapping for some strange reason. When in reality, if it was coming from 93 million miles away, just in all directions, it wouldn't be even no straight sun rays coming anywhere. It'd just be sun everywhere. Go in a room and put a bright light in that room, bright, the whole room just gonna be lit up, man. And if you look some way far back, ain't no straight sun rays gonna be coming in and doing all this intercepting and flipping over and all this kind of stuff. That's about lie number 6 or 7. Then we come down here and we got some great lies. You got the earth again right here, and it's light on the earth. Now here's a big lie. Light on the earth. These people are supposed to be in daytime, a bright, sunny, shiny day, right? Look, their sky's dark. See? Lie number 8. Lie number 9. You got dark sky on this side, dark sky on that side. See? Dark black sky on this side. That's because it's impossible to illustrate in a picture the earth with two different skies. They all show you the earth is lit up over here, they got dark sky. Man, that's about lie number 9. Okay? This is what you're dealing with. And they got it right here in front of your face if you can open your eyes. It's a whole lot more lies in here. I'm just going to pass it on. Okay? You got your primary lies. You're going to see all of them showing you this garbage. It's unanimous. They're in the club. Sure. All right? Now, if the sun was 93 million miles, if the sun rays were coming from 93 million miles away in all directions, the entire sky would be illuminated always. Here go the sun. Let's play that game. 93 million miles away, big bright shiny sun, bright shiny day. 93 million miles away. So it's lit up, man. Check. When you outside and you see the sun light up, the whole sky is light up, so we're gonna play your game. So it's all light up the sky. I don't know why. Okay, so it's lit up 93 million miles away. So sunlight coming all the way down. Now you at 92 million miles away, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Now you right up on the earth. Sunlight done came all the way down. Everything should be lit up. Everything should be lit up all the time. Okay? Now you got the bright sunshiny day, you're on the earth, but your amigos over here, they in darkness with stars. See? The Bible told you about that. Now you see, look, this ain't no quantum science. This ain't quantum. You understand me? This is simple stuff to make you wise and not like you see their picture they showing you that ain't no quantum stuff, or they showing you an illusion of the eclipse and all that. That ain't quantum. That's bogus stuff. They done sit down and say, how can we try to fix our lives up? So let's see here. If sunlight were coming from 93 million miles away, the whole sky would be illuminated always. We got that part, okay? But here we go. How is it possible for half the sky to be dark if sunlight is coming from 93 million miles away? In other words, here go the sun out there, bright sunshiny day, bright sunshiny rays coming all the way, Mr. Moncheck. And when they come down, 10, 9, 8, 7, 3, 2, 1, right upon the earth, it's lit up, you having a nice day, right? So in the sunshine, right? But it's spinning wrong. But anyway, sun right here. How in the heck is the other part of the earth dark? In the international skyline with rays and all, it's coming from 93 million miles away. Busted, Mr. Man. Your whole thing is bogus. The Bible told you about this, and I'm glad it did. And anybody that's been showing you, there's like 7 Beaumont showing pictures of the sun and stuff in a dark space and all this, the globe in a dark space, meanwhile calling the Bible buffoonery. Who's the buffoonery now, right now? You show the people that, the globe, when you changed from a globe to a flat earth too. Yeah, you did. But the Bible never changed, did it? Who's the buffoon? Gravity boy. Okay? I'm going to call you out because you the buffoon now. You show people that. Now, here go the Egyptians right here. Okay? Sun, disk. The sun disk. Right? Now, one thing about this sun disk. One thing about this sun disk. The rays are coming down. The rays not going up. They telling you that the rays don't go out into space. Because this is a sun disk. On the other side of the disk, it's a dark side of the sun. Okay? You're hearing it here. The dark side of the sun. That means on the other side of the sun, it's not shining rays. Because the whole sky would be lit up. Even if the sun was close and there was a ball shooting rays in all directions, the whole sky would be lit up. It's shooting down. And wherever you ain't under them sun rays, it's dark. On the earth. On the earth. Right? The sun disk. And here go the rays at an angle. So you can check out how long. Does this sun look 93 million miles away from them? See, they know. They getting that heat up close just like the Bible said, huh? When they up under that heat of the sun, right up under the sun, that's when they catch it, man. Right? They catch it. But the other half of the earth is experiencing darkness. You got to be underneath there. And look, an angle. Triangle. You can do it. They're telling you how far that sun is. Angle right there. You make that 90 and do the angle back up. It's only a few thousand miles away from them. That's why they put that in there for that. It's a secret to this. That angle. See? Because you live on the 90, you do a triangle and it tell you how far that sun is away. Just like this. I'll show you this right quick. That's just like this right here. It's like these sun rays coming down at the angle. If it was 93 million miles away, it wouldn't be coming in no angle like that, man. That's coming from right close. You do the triangle, and it'll lead you back to the source. If it was coming from 93 million miles away, it would be coming straight down, man. You know, nature is talking to you. So, you know, no way. This is all bogus. No way to have half. See, none of these planets got a half blue sky to half light sky. And all their illustrations is like this. The same thing. Sun in the dark sky, and none of them are able to achieve the illusion. See, I will show you. See, sun, you got the earth with dark sky on both sides. They busted. Only to somebody who can see. You got to be clever. You got to unravel their bogusness. Daytime over here, and they got a dark sky. The trail of lies. And then both sides of the earth got the same color sky. The earth can have the same color light sky or dark sky, because the sun rules the day and the moon rules the night, and they're both hovering over the earth. You're busted. This cosmos is totally bogus. That's one thing that's totally, and all your illustrations of all your eclipses is all bogus. And when they show you these in live, they always put it in a dark room close up to the light. No, you got to put that light back, not way back far, and bright it up, man. Like you say, bright it up, no dark room. And then you can't even do your experiment. You're just a magicians psyching these people's mind out. You know, I'm gonna show the people, you know, your little tricks. So, you know, enough of that right there. So we go here. So now you got your globe right here, right? Here go your illusions on here. Your illusion on here is this painted water right here, right? Well, this is tilted to 666. And if you believe in your mind that this is 666, you give it life in your mind, your psychosis, because the earth is not really none of that. They put the 666 on here to put that in your mind. Now that means your mind is 666, right? Your mind is tilted at 666. Did that sound good? My mind is not that. That's the people who buy into this. They had me like that when I was unaware, when I was sitting up in classroom, right? Now here go the illusion. This paint, that's not water. That's paint. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference between water and paint. This is paint. That's not water. Water cannot bend like that, right? Water cannot bend. Okay? So when you ignore that water cannot bend physically, it's against the physics of water, and they're going to tell you gravity is coming along. A theory is going to bend water. Okay? A theory can't bend all these trillion tons of water. That is, okay, I ain't going to get on gravity right now. It was created in 1666 to go with the 666 Earth. Listen, let's get to science. Science is this. You've never experienced water act like this ever. It's against water. Water is flat on the top, and that's all it can do. See? Can't do nothing else. And that it can't bend around physically. Okay? This is not water. This is paint. You've never seen a globe with water on it, an experiment, a scientific experiment, a toy, or nothing. You've never seen a microcosm of a globe because it's not a macrocosm. You've never seen a functioning globe with water on it. Nowhere. All you've seen is this right here, a globe with paint. And guess what else you've seen? A picture from Nassau. Nassau means deceiver in Hebrew anyway. And you know, but anyway, we get into that later. You got a picture to go with your one illusion. Well, no, wait. This is an illusion, it's supposed to be an illustration. And a graven image, an idol. And then you got another graven image, a picture. So that makes you really believe, huh? That it's that the water is bending. Meantime, when you pour water in the glass, that glass of water does what all water does. As above, as so below. As is a big amount, so is the small amount. That's what that really means, right? So, this is the illusion. Once you believe in this illusion, you're going to start trying to defend this idol in your mind, just like all idols. And this is not science. This is a belief in an image, and you give life to it in your mind. And it's cruel for them to show your kids this in school because they can never scientifically prove nothing about this. They can never scientifically prove that water does that. And that's the primary thing. That's the fundamental illusion on this right here, and then your 666, you just straight up 666. Then okay, what we got here? We got the apple earth, right? Then you got this is innocent apple, but not to a pagan. To a pagan is this circle, pentagram inside of a circle, and turning you into a goatee man that's thinking backwards. A rebel. They practicing Baphomet on you. You understand me? Hissing in your ear. And this is that what they call that stuff, Kabbalah, and all that esoteric stuff that they that's what they that's what they into, all that Kundalini this, and you're gonna reincarnate so many times, choose your reincarnation, you God, the whole New Age program they got out. That's what they is. Fight. Then they want you upside down. An upside down man. And then you got your 666 globe. So let's go over all the 666s on this. See? Let's go over all the 666s. First of all, it's tilted like a 6. See the circle at the 6? So there go your 6. That's 6 number 1. Let's go over all your 6s, man. This is only for the people who think they this, because it's not none of that. This is not a microcosm of anything. You ever seen a ball with water on it or anything like that? Of course not. All you see one was painting and the pictures. So let's go. Globe's tilt 66.6 degrees. Okay, that's what you looking at that. Okay. This is a diabolical scheme they got up here. It's tilted at 66.6. See, they say 23.4 because they don't want to say 666.6 because that's the backward side. See, they tricky. You didn't know that the 23.4 was actually 666 from 90. They tricky. They got you all 66 up. So if they say the Earth is 666, that means you 666 in your brain. Globe's curvature at 1 mile squared, 0.666 feet. So at 10 miles, it'll be still 666. At 100 miles, it'll still be 666. At 1,000, it'll still be 666 feet. It just goes up to the intervals of 10. The speed of the globe's orbit, 66,600 miles per hour. And guess what? It ain't even doing none of that. They just putting 666 up there to put this on your mind. See, the Earth ain't curved. It ain't tilted. Speed of it ain't orbited. The Earth do not move. Everything else is moving. We can't move. How we gonna move with all this water on it? If you slush water around it, slushes all about, man. They say the water is spinning. You just can't notice it. Delusion. The air is going 1,000 miles an hour with the atmosphere. You just don't notice it. Illusion. And it's a shame that they sit up there and tell you a lie to your face and you don't say, prove it, and you just accept it because you want to believe in the idol. So they said they know they can tell you anything, and they knew they could tell you anything once you accepted that water, but they knew it was some larceny in your heart from the jump. So they are really jumping on that. You see what I'm saying? So let me see. Globe's axis of rotation and its plane of orbit around the sun, 66.6 degrees. So that's 5, because I found another one. The tilt, just looking at it, is a 666. So that's 5. The polar circles are located near the poles of the globe at 66.6 degrees latitude, north and south. This man loves 66 so much, my mouth is even getting tired of saying it. It's so much 6. It's stressful, right? 666. That's like sex too. This is a real wicked thing these people into. The globe is 93 million miles away from the sun, right? Notice I say globe because this is the globe version. The Earth ain't none of that. So let's see what we have here. We got 93 million miles. So 93 upside down, that's 666. These men are crafty, man. They love 16666, man. Why? The Bible told you to watch out for this, right? And this is all you. Everything I just said is you if you believe it in your mind. That's the only place it lives is in your mind. And then the voodoo enchantment that they created and the numerology system they learned from the Crowleys, the Freemasons, Illuminati, and the serpent. It's all an illusion. So let's go. 9 upside down equals 6. 9. So 9 upside down equals 6. That's 1 6. 9 minus 3 equals 6. 9 minus 3 is the next 6. 6 zeros. 666 again. 93 million miles, 666. 6, 6, 6 0, 666 again. These people are crafty, man. They love 1666, no rocks. You know? See it there? 666 again and again and again and again and again and again and again. Check. That's you. You're 666 all of the time. Now, here go the next one. Newton's theory of gravity, they perpetrated 1666 AD. Need a little D right there. AD. Right? So, here we go again. Here we go again. The man loaded with 666 everywhere, Mr. Man. You see it there? So that's you in your mind only if you accept that. See, it's not even real. None of and all this stuff is created stuff. None of it's scientific. So right now I'm gonna go over here to Genesis and read this. Then we're gonna wrap this part up. Part 1, which was identifying who this system comes from, the deception in the system, the idolatry in the system, and how nothing about it is scientific, okay? And they can all be proven to not be true scientifically if you do simple tests, and we're going to do that in part 2. Simple tests to prove, and simple knowledge and simple wisdom to prove that this is just pure rubbish. Flat. What it means is a 180-degree existence. And the water is a facing too. That's 180 degrees flat, period. Okay? Existence. Because if you have like some lumps or something in the bottom, it doesn't matter because it doesn't affect what the top is. Long as it's got an existence of 180 degree. It could be mountains down there, long as they on a 180 degree plane of existence. Okay? That's a facing. So you got the face of the deep, water on top, face of the water, air on the top, acting on the water, and then you have light. So you got all the elements of nature here. Earth, water, air, light, all doing what they're supposed to do. So this is a microcosm of the earth. This is a microcosm of the earth. That's what it is. Now, can you turn this water upside down? Huh? Can you turn this water upside down? Yeah, if you want it to spill out, okay? So therefore, this does what the earth does. You can't turn the water upside down on the earth. This is a microcosm. This does what the earth, all water does. This does what all water does, as above, so below. In other words, layman's terms, as the big amount does, so does the small amount. This is an example, which you can do experiments with, which you experience every day of your life. Now the problem with this is, you got a problem because this don't explain where the oceans go to, So now the answer to this opens up as another dilemma in the mystery of mankind and the mystery of your mind. We deal with that too. But anyway, right here you got a microcosm of the earth. That's what you got right here. Okay, and the whole concept doesn't even relate to anything circular. It's all about 180 degrees. This 180 degrees level on that water, oh, that's a barometer right there. That means that's how you get the, in the carpenter's level. That's how you manipulate that bubble. Anyway, that's where you get your 90 degree. So we live in a this type of existence. 180 degree, and man stands up at 90 in relationship to the 180. If you're on a mountain, if you're on a mountain like this, and you're on a mountain, you ain't gonna be standing like this. See? You're gonna go back to 90, baby. You're gonna be like this, and you're gonna hope your feet gonna hurt. You're gonna be wish you could get back to this because you designed to be like that. See? Now on the globe, you're gonna be on the side. No, you can't be on the side of nothing. No, if you was on, you gotta be like that. If you was on the ball like that, you'll slip off, baby. And you can't stand on nothing like that. They show you the stupid thing, you on the ball and you all around. No, you gotta be in the 190. Even if you're on a mountain, you like that. You wish you was like this. This is your level of existence. 180, 90. And that's what this is doing right here. See? It's giving you the 180, that's the levelness of the water. That's how you use a carpenter's level. And the 90 is the air is going to always be on the north, on the top, straight up. So that's how you're able to manipulate that bubble in the carpenter's level. We will get into that. This right here already proves that you can't bend water and you can't tilt it or none of that. So this is a microcosm of the earth. So you can't do that on the earth, period. That's why you never see the globe with water on it, because water and globes don't go together, baby. Okay? Water falls off of a ball. You understand me? So they get you to rebel against water, and I'm going to tell you why. Because this is the first law of nature in this world. You're being born of the water. Born of the water in this world. It was a world before this world. But in this world, being born of the water is the first law, right? So, carpenter's level, it gives you a 180 degree reading. That's how you level for your house, right? It gives you a 90 degree reading. That's because we live in the 180 and the 190 and the 180 and the 90 existence. Every man stands at 90 degrees. That's why your feet are flat on the bottom. So that means the earth is flat underneath you. Your body is a microcosm of the earth also. You got a dome over the top of your head. That's your firmament. And then you got a level plane of existence all the way down to your feet. And if something's not level, you're going to be very uncomfortable. You're going to be wishing it was. You understand me? So, right here, this is a microcosm of the earth, and it's the same thing as this right here. So, let's see. Let's look. So you have the earth underneath, in a deep. It's in a deep. So you got the parallel earth underneath. In the deep, and you have the water in the deep. Then you got the face of the water. And then you got air. You got air. Right? See? You got air on the top. Right? So, this is layered out because this is a microcosm. It's the same as the earth. That's why it works, right? This ain't no microcosm of no globe. And guess what? This cannot work turned upside down. This can only work right side up, just like this bowl of water. It can't even, it don't have, and look, it doesn't give any reading for upside down. And guess what? It wouldn't even work. It only could work straight up. And guess what? If you turn it upside down, the bubble still stays on top. There's no concept of upside down on this. It's just one physical thing going on here, just like this water right here. There's no curve and nothing. You can't bend it or tilt it up, turn it upside down or nothing. It's 90, 180. And then they break it down to half of 90. They give you a 45. They give you a 45 here. All on the plane of from 90 upward. In reality, there's no reading for upside down, sideways, or nothing. So let's get to some over here. We're going to analyze this situation right here. We're going to take a look at gravity. Okay, they say it's bending water around the ball, right? Okay, but guess what? This bubble right here cannot even, all the bubbles of levels all over the world are all facing in one direction. Let's read this statement right here. This statement right here. See this bubble right here? Every confidence level in all of the face of the earth are all pointing in the same direction, and they cannot do nothing except that. Right? Every bubble on earth in the confidence level is pointing in only one direction, and so is every glass of water, pond, lake, sea, and they are all level, or else they would spill. And they're all facing in one direction. This right here, it's all facing in one direction. Look, and the air is on the top, right? See? The air's got to always be on the top. That's what this is mimicking. That the air's got to always be on the top. See? And there's earth underneath, then the water on top of the earth, then the air on top of the water, and it's all, yeah. So this is now. So let's go here. Let's look at this gravity thing right here, right? Check it out. We'll break this down. So, right here. Okay, we got. Okay. So, we got our people here. So, they saying that all these people right here, gravity is pulling them all in. But guess what? Okay. Let's get this down pat right here. So, this person right here is supposed to be on the side of the earth. When he's holding this carpenter level, this is how his bubble's going to be. See? Because these bubbles can only go in one direction. See how they're all facing upward? If you turn to here, they're all facing upward, right? Only person can hypothetically use this is this one person, right? This person on the side, he holding it, his bubble's going to be up. This person is holding on the bottom of the earth, his is upside down. See? Upside down. See, this is fallacy. Water can't do that. What that means is, all that means is that if it was upside down, it would spill out. Just like anybody, just like any water. If it's upside down, it's going to spill out. That's all it really means. You can't take water, it can't bend around. See, these bubbles can only go up. So no matter where you fly on Earth, on this flat Earth, these bubbles are going to stay up. Always up. And if you was to go upside down, around, see, if you here, the bubble's up. See, bubbles up on the top. Now watch this. You go here, bubbles on the bubbles not on the, see? He's using it. Bubbles not in the middle. You go here, bottom of the earth, it's upside down. See? It's upside down. It's upside down. It's fantasy. See? This bubble right here proves the lie. Nothing can change the direction of all the water of the earth is just sitting flat on the earth in one direction, one love, one direction. That's why this bubble right here shows you what's flat, and that's why this bubble right here can tell you what's level and can tell you what's 90 degrees. Right? It's no such thing as a 90 degrees on here. Only person could use this theoretically is this person, but they're not on the 180 degrees. They're on the ball. See? Everything on the ball is unlevel. Okay? It's no such thing as this tool doesn't even work. It can't even work on the ball. Period. Nobody can really use it. This person can hypothetically use it, but they can't really use it. They're on the ball. They're trying to tell you that all the water is being sucked down in all directions by some force called gravity, right? And water can't even bend like this. See? This is round. This is not a microcosm of the earth in no type of way, and it doesn't relate to this at all. Okay. On this right here, nothing can pull this. Nothing can pull up from the bottom, the side, up. No, this is pure rubbish, man. It's funny. This globe right here, is this a microcosm of this right here? It's nothing about this that relates to this at all. This is about all, see, this is straight. This is a straight tool, and that's why it's got to be straight to work. It's all based on straightness, and that bubble being in between there to show you levelness and to show you 180 and 90. This doesn't even relate to this one bit. This is not a microcosm. This is not a microcosm of that. You've never seen a microcosm of a globe. So you can't get no, this is water and a real thing. The concept of this right here, the concept of this and this globe don't even relate. It don't work on the globe. It's not a microcosm of it. It don't even relate to each other. This is about lines, parallel and 190, and this is about circles and balls. Totally different, geometry. Now, here we have an airplane right here going over the water, right? We got airplane going over the water. So, what we got to do in the Flat Earth Society, we got to stop playing games here. Anybody knows that if an airplane is going over water, you got a big body of water, all we got to do is get an airplane flight to go over the water. Airplane flights go straight. And just go parallel over the water, and it'll prove whether the water is straight, or if it's curved, If the airplane is going over the water and it's curved, it's going to be going away from the curve, and we can just prove this once and for all. Just organize airplane flight over the water, right? And that's it, right? One time, because guess what? With that experiment that's repeatable, the conditions ain't gonna ever change. Airplanes can fly straight, and the water is gonna be either curved or straight all the time, all over the world. So all we gotta do is get serious and just have one airplane flight over the water. Let's stop playing games here, And we can have globe people on the airplane, get the biggest glow supporter with the biggest mouth on YouTube, right? And get the flat earthers on there too, the biggest mouth ones, and then fly over there and let everybody be a witness, right? And solve this once and for all. One airplane flight to show the truth, okay? Whether this water is curved or bent, right? So, okay, what we have here is a sun racing chart, okay? The Bible said the sun is racing across the sky, right? So you should be able to race the sun, right? If it's moving, you should be able to race it, right? So, I came up with this idea, inspired by that brilliant thought, making a solar racing chart, right? And it's going to bring out a lot of truths. Either the sun is moving or the earth is moving. So we're going to race all these things. The car, first we're going to have the car and the airplane race the sun, right? And then you also have the apparent Earth's rotation, right? So we're going to keep all the values of the moving objects the same. That way, the truth is going to come out. So the sun is moving across the sky, or the earth is moving at 1,000 miles an hour. So you got the sun going this way at 1,000 miles an hour, and the sun is illustrated as a disk because on the other side of the disk, sky is dark. See, it's dark. It's only light where the sun is shining down, right? We're gonna make this like in reality. So the sky is dark over the sun. It's light shining down on the earth. So here we go. Got the sun disk here, moving this way at 1,000 miles an hour, apparently. Then we'll have this airplane moving this 1,000 miles an hour from east to west. So they're gonna take off. They're gonna wait till the sun come, and then they're gonna be on the coast of New York. And then they're gonna head out. This is gonna be the coast of California right here, right? So they're gonna head out from east to west. So you got the sun. It's gonna go from east to west. When the sun comes, that's when they're gonna take off. That's gonna be the start. When they see the sun come up in the morning and it hits over the top of these two objects, this car and this plane, they're both gonna all head out west at 1,000 miles an hour, right? And the Earth's supposed to be rotating in the opposite direction at 1,000 miles an hour, right? So, boom, the sun comes up. Boom, so they taking off. So the car's traveling by ground. So it's dealing with the terrain, traveling by ground. And it's going 1,000 miles an hour, and the airplane is going right over the top of it is 1,000 miles an hour. So they're going parallel. And the sun is going with it parallel to 1,000 miles an hour. You know how they had airplanes would be tracking cars and give them a ticket? You know, they going parallel. The airplane would be tracking the car, and then the police stop you in the end like, what? You like the airplane, he was traveling with you, and that's why you got a ticket. Because you was going, you didn't even see the airplane was up there trailing you. Because if you're on the ground and the airplane is in the sky, and you going in this, and y'all both traveling at the same rate of speed, you're traveling at 1,000, he traveling at 1,000. That's just like that. You was traveling at 85 miles an hour over the speed limit. He was going 85 miles right with you. So how is anything moving between these two mediums? Huh? How is the earth moving this way? Right? The earth is going this way at 1,000 miles an hour. I know they say the air is holding this plane. Well, this is ridiculous. Wait. These two things are going parallel, okay? And nothing is moving in between them. Let's get this fiction out of the, we're going to deal with reality first before we get into the fiction, okay? This and this are going parallel, just like if you was on the ground and you going just like this. And ain't nothing moving in between them. There's no calculations for nothing moving in between them. Not one calculation. Only thing moving between them is something in your mind. So, and look, they going parallel with the sun too. So when they get to California, they all went 2,000 miles and they all still parallel. So they zooming down the road. He's zooming in the air right over this guy. Ain't nothing moving in between them. See? Ain't nothing moving in between them. And this right here is doing nothing. There's no value on this. We'll get to that later. Only three things is moving in this picture is this, and this. Now, they're saying either the sun is moving or the earth is moving. Well, they're moving it right along with the sun. At 1,000 miles an hour, 1,000 miles an hour, 1,000 miles an hour. And if this was going this way, it would be in the opposite direction. So they would be going away from the earth. This would be going away from the earth. It would be 2,000 miles because it'd be going 1,000 miles that way, and the earth would be going 1,000 miles that way. That's 2,000 miles. It's nothing like that even happening at all. Matter of fact, this value is at 0. See? So when they get to California, now this proved that they was all going parallel. In reality, it's simple. This was going 1,000 miles an hour. This was going, and they was keeping the same sunlight. When you're going to California, you gaining sunlight, right? Because you're going with the sun. And this is the ultimate illustration of that. When you're going to California, you gaining sunlight. When you're going to New York, you losing sunlight, right? Yeah, that's because of this. This is being illustrated right now. So as long as they stay parallel with the sun, they'll never even see they'll never even see darkness. Now, so they go down. So when they get to California, the car has to stop, right? Because he's on the coast of California. He got to stop. So, because he's going by land. He go to water. He go to Pacific Ocean. So he got to stop. He's in the Pacific Ocean. But the airplane and the sun can keep going. 1,000 miles an hour. See? They got airplanes that go faster than the sun. They got airplanes that go way faster than the sun. So he can actually pass the sun up. You know, he can go faster than the sun. The sun's slow compared to these modern day airplanes. So now the airplane and the sun is going parallel. And the car had to stop, right? And this value down here is doing nothing. The earth is doing nothing. It's the sun doing the moving. See, it's either the sun or the earth. The earth has got no value in this. This value is going west at 1,000 miles an hour. This value is going west at 1,000 miles an hour. This value was going west at 1,000 miles an hour, but then they had to stop because it was going by terrain on the earth. But by these being able to go parallel all the way proves that there's nothing moving in between them. Because they saying that if it was going in this direction, that the earth was going in the opposite direction. This car would be going in the opposite direction if it was going 1,000 miles an hour in that direction. See, that's totally illusion. This is crazy this is crazy, man. What they say. And the earth ain't moving. There's no value on this 1,000 miles an hour rotation. Zero. This is at the value of zero. These three objects are moving. Sun is moving. It cancels out this bogus stuff here, right? So let's continue with this. We can learn something here. It's a simple stuff. And all the time, the space is dark, proving that the sun is coming from local. Local, down. Local. If it was coming from 93 million miles away, it wouldn't be no dark space over there, right? Only place to get light is underneath the sun. That's it. When it's here, the sun is giving light. All right? Now, when it's here, the sun is giving light, but the car has to stop. But the airplane and the sun keeps going. So now, the airplane is still under the sun, right? But check this out. Check this out. Airplane is still under the sun. But check this out. The car has to stop in California, and the sun and the airplane lead the car, right? Darkness. So then they're gonna lead the car in darkness, because wherever the sun goes, it takes the sunlight because it's local. And now they're over the Pacific Ocean. These two going towards Japan, and long as this airplane stays up beneath that sun, he ain't gonna see no sunlight coming from 93 million miles away. Look, and the cars, and now it's got stars, the same stars that is over here. Now all the stars join together, you know, and it makes sense. Now he's left in the darkness, okay? He's left in the darkness, and these two still are zooming at 1,000 miles an hour. So what is this proving? It's proving that, and what is the Earth rotation doing? It's no movement calculated. That's no movement calculated. Yeah, see? No movement calculated. There's no value there. There's no movement. There's no register. These two are doing the moving, and this is proving it. The airplane is going parallel with the sun, racing the sun, just like the Bible said. It's racing along with the sun. Airplanes can prove easy a lot of stuff, you know. Whether the water's flat, all you gotta do is go over the flat water. Then you know it's flat. So the flat earth movement, this is what you should do. Get an airplane and go like 5 hours at about 400 miles an hour over there. Take some Globers on there. Take everybody on there and witness it. And when you come back, and we'll see whether the water is flat or curved. All you gotta do is one time. The water ain't gonna change. It ain't gonna be some of the water is flat on the earth and some of it is curved. All you gotta do is get an airplane and go over the water low, like they do in the military, where they real close, man. They already know. The military already know, but they ain't telling you. So the flat earthers got to do it themselves. Get an airplane. You NBA players, y'all know the world is flat. Come on, you know, let's get a we don't need no big fund me trying to get rich or nothing. Let's just get in an airplane and just go over here and get everybody witness one time and then announce it to the world. And then anybody can do this, go over the flat water, and then they can do it too, because this is a repeatable experiment. So anytime you go over that water, it's going to tell you whether it's bent or curved in the airplane and go straight. So let's get back to this. So now this is left in the dark. And, you know, the joint in the darkness is over the other side of the sun, and these two are still in the sunlight. They moving over the Pacific Ocean together. They're together, 1,000 miles an hour. Keep the values even to make it so you can see what's up. See, because you always racing the sun, but the sun be going to 1,000 miles an hour. You be going to 70 miles an hour on the going from California to New York. See, so if you was going to the 1,000 miles an hour, then you'd be going exactly parallel with the sun. And if you was going in the plane, you'd be going right parallel with the sun. And if you was going in the car, the plane, and the sun together, y'all all three gonna be going parallel, proving that the sun is doing the moving, the plane is going parallel, and there's nothing moving between the medium of the earth and the air. Nothing moving in between that. Period. When they tell you that, that's the illusion. They got all kind of lies, and they be telling, but they cannot do it in a laboratory. They cannot do it. They can double talk to you, and you accept it. Talking about the air is going 1,000 miles an hour. That's why you don't feel it. That's why it's not calculated, this, that, and other. That's pure rubbish. They can never... Listen, when you go to California to New York, it's 2,500 miles. So you take the gas for that in the airplane. You pack that gas for that. Now, and when on the way back, it's the same dilly. And ain't nothing moving underneath the ground. Because if you was in an airplane and you went in the air... and the bottom's supposed to be moving, you going in the airplane and you going 500 miles an hour, and the bottom of the ground supposed to be moving 1,000 miles. You're going to be losing. It's so ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's nothing moving. And then all that's supposed to be moving, and they say, oh no, it's no calculation because the air is moving. Air? Airplanes go through air, man. Air. That's what airplanes do, go through air. So that ain't no calculation right there, brother. What you is you a voodoo master and you a psychology. These people, you trying to make voodoo science just to throw people off. Let's get back to this. Your garbage is this ridiculous. So you got the sun and the airplane going parallel. Car left in the dust back here. He can't pull a little car. He's on the terrain. Can't go over the water. But these two sure can. They both in the air. So they're going. So long as this sun goes parallel with this, he ain't going to see no sunlight because it's right over his head, parallel. It's not coming from 93 million miles away. If it's 93 million miles away, it's going to be lit everything all the time. But we already talked about that. We ain't going to beat a dead horse, down. So, long as he continue, he ain't gonna see no sunlight. So let's go to the next clip. Okay, what we have here? So the airplane, it goes over the Pacific Ocean. Now it's over there, say going over towards China. So it's running out of gas. It's gonna land. The airplane they both made it over. They both going 1,000 miles an hour. He ain't gonna never see darkness as long as he stay under that sun, right? And what else do we have here? You got your usual over the sun. It's dark. Can't forget that. Now he goes in for a landing. He ran out of gas. So when he ran out, the sun was over him. So the sun was bright over him. But then when the sun starts to leave him, it starts to get darker where he's at, darker where he's at. And then when the sun leaves him, when the sun gets up, boogie's on the way from there. When the sun, he lands. He run out of gas. You don't have as much juice as the sun, so you run out, man. You run out of juice, man. No jugo. So he landed on. The sun was bright over him, and then the sun started to leave, and then his world started to get dark, man. And then when the sun gone, the sun's still going at 1,000 miles an hour. He's the only one going now. And then when he's left here, it gets from light to semi to dark, and then he's in darkness. And the only place that's lit up is where that sun is at. See, the sun gone, taking the sunlight and the sun rays with him and the heat with him. And then he joins the same darkness that was always over the sun. This is reality. And then what is the earth rotation doing in that time? There's no calculation. He's out of there. It's fiction. There's no calculation for no rotation. It's the sun doing the moving. Okay? Period. The earth is not moving. They both can't be moving, the sun. And you see the sun racing across the sky with your own eyes. That's how much they got you in a trance, right? So now we go play that game. We're going to try to race the rotation of the earth. See how fair I am? Okay. What we got here? This is just showing that the sun, the airplane, now the sun is going and it's coming back towards the car. See? When it gets to the car, in New York, it's going to light back up the areas, and it left the airplane behind, and the sun only shines down, only gives light to where it shines down. Over the sun is dark, and back of the sun is dark, in front of the sun is dark. That means half the earth is lit and half the earth is dark. You cannot get half the earth lit and half the earth dark if it's coming from 93 million miles away. Everything would be lit up. We already went over that. This is just, it don't change. Can't fake the funk on the monster dunk. Okay, so now we're going to play the game. We're going to race this earth rotation. Okay? So, they decided, they're over here now. So the earth rotation is going that way, right? So they say they're going to wait for they're going to race the earth rotation. So they're waiting for it. But the earth ain't moving. They're just sitting there, waiting. So they say, well, we got to have something to start the race. We can start the race when the sun comes. See, there's no starting point. The earth ain't moving. They just sitting there waiting for go. There's nothing to come. Only thing moving is the sun. So they say, okay, the sun coming from this way, right? And they say, when we see the sunlight, we're going to take off. So now they see the sunlight, they take off. Going this way 1,000 miles an hour, this way 1,000 miles an hour. They're in California, they're going towards New York. Going towards New York, boom. So the sun goes the opposite direction. Now they're in the dark. See, we're keeping it 100 here. So the sun, they waited for the sunlight to come. When the sunlight hit, they took off. Boom. Boom. That means the sunlight is going the opposite direction, 1,000 miles an hour. They're going this way 1,000 miles an hour, this way 1,000 miles an hour. So then when the sun is going 2,000 miles an hour, they're going opposite. They going this way 1,000 miles an hour, sun going that way 1,000 miles an hour. These two going, and these two have nothing in between them. No earth is moving. They're going parallel again. So this is moving. This is moving. So they go 2,000 miles. 2,000 miles. So in that 2,000 miles, the sun is 4,000 miles away from them, right? And what did the rotation do? It did absolutely nothing. All they did was just went down the road. Did nothing change? These two didn't change at all. Nothing changed between nothing was moving between the plane and the car. They went parallel. Nothing was changing, moving at 1,000 miles an hour between these two. See? They couldn't race the earth rotation because it's non-existent. It's a non-existent entity. It's just non-existent, right? It don't move. It's stable. So, let me see. So, there it is right there. We tried to race the sun. We tried to race the earth rotation. It wasn't nothing happening. It was a zero value, meaning no motion detected. Right? The sun. Nobody's ever proved the Earth is moving. Guess why? The sun is moving. So they won't be doing that no time soon. Do you think anybody's ever proved that the sun is not moving? You think anybody's ever proved that the sun is not moving? You see it with your own eyes, right? They cannot prove that the sun is not moving, and they can't prove that the Earth is moving. There's no value for the movement. It's not moving. So when you go in an airplane from New York to New York to Los Angeles, it takes 4 hours. When you come back, it takes 4 hours. Nothing's moving underneath. See? If it's just so ridiculous, I don't even want to go over it. Okay, we all know that. Everybody at the airport know that. What's this? And they come up with a big lie saying, "Oh, the reason why you get a zero value and no calculation," or they don't say it like that, but this what they're insinuating, is because the air is moving with the atmosphere. It's going 1,000 miles an hour too, but you can't detect it, and it's canceling all this, which should be concrete movement. It's canceling all this out. Now you're very, very delusional. It's a shame you tell people that. Now I say this. I demand you to step up and show this in an experiment, all that garbage you saying. Show it in front of me. Show it in front of some people who got good sense. I'll chop that up like chop suey. There's no way on earth you can show that. See, well, you know what you're going to show? That the reason why it's not showing no value because it's not moving and the sun is moving, buddy. You know, that's for weak-minded people. And it's proven right here. Right? Right. They all take off 1,000 miles an hour, going parallel all together. Impossible if the earth is moving 1,000 miles in the opposite direction. These two are going to have a problem going parallel together. The air travel and ground travel. Because the ground is supposed to be going 1,000 miles in that direction. How's it going to be going 1,000 miles in the opposite direction with this one? That's on a whole different medium. See? That's bogus. And then how are they all going to be going parallel with the sun? Okay? And just following the sun around, right? Parallel with it. And then where's the calculation for this 1,000 miles in the opposite direction? Nothing. See? And then why when the airplane keeps going, it's always in the sun? And when the car stops, it stops and it's like in the dark now. But as long as this airplane stays under that sun, it continues to be right underneath the sun. And where's the value movement for the calculated movement of the earth? Zero. Always zero. Always zero. You think they can prove that the sun is not moving? I don't think so. Why do you think they show the sun with wings in ancient times? And on the Bentley. Because the Bentley is moving out, buddy, quick. 0 to 60 in what, 2.1 second? Almost going fast as the sun. We should take a Bentley and race the sun. Right? Sun only shines down in this area, close. And it don't shine up all out into the everything. If it was a ball close to the earth, it'd be shining all over. And you know all those graphs and stuff they show you of eclipses and all that, that's all bogus. They showing you a sun in a dark sky. Tell them to show you eclipse. Put a ball in a light room, big, and step way back far from it. Then show me your eclipses, buddy, in a lit up room. They can't show you nothing. They gonna show you on a painting. If they do show you eclipse in the room, it's going to be a dark room. They're going to be way up close on the light. Trickery. See? In reality, if the sun was way far back and shining all bright all over, everything would be sun flashed out, brother. Everything would be light. See? So, this is a solar racing chart showing you that the sun is doing the moving and the earth value of movement is zero. It's impossible to be going parallel in land travel and air travel. Is something if the medium in between them is moving at 1,000 miles in a different direction. It's totally bogus and ignorant. And racing the sun, you can race the sun. They got airplanes that go faster than the sun. They got airplanes that go what they say, like almost 1,500 miles an hour, even more. So they can go in front of the sun. They can beat the sun. Sun's slow compared to them, but they can't go as long as the sun. The sun got much who go. Check. And that's it right there. Right? So we're gonna wrap this part up right here. And it's the sun doing the movement, man. Earth ain't doing nothing but sitting there still, just like the Bible says, solid. Okay? Shalom and peace. Satan, he came and said, well, let me answer all those questions for you. You're on the ball, and it all goes back around. You know, the earth is on the ball, and the oceans always go back around, and the sun and moons are balls. And guess what? Let's just start with the earth. Can't be a ball because water don't bend, big baby Baba. So, let me see. So what they want you to do is just jump to conclusions and be a goat, upside down thinker. That's a person that doesn't need proof. That's a person with an inverted mind. So, and this right here is that apple core. When they cut it open, it's got a core with that little star in there, and then they do voodoo. They do voodoo on you. So, let's get some examples of the inverted delusional mind. Okay? So, inverted is everything in reverse. So let's get some examples of that, because these are real living and breathing situations that they have people under hypnosis and inverted a delusional mind. This is a real serious thing. It causes psychosis. It's bad for kids and adults. It's a dangerous thing. Okay? And it's voodoo. So, let's get with it. The sun, which is close, is said to be far. Okay. To take something that's close and then make you think it's far is like the opposite. Far and close. This is a form of inversion. Okay? Now, how can heat be coming from 93 million miles away, as delicate as heat is? You mean it's going through the universe that has no heaters there, and it's going to get all the way here and then balance out our day, so perfectly and delicately. Doesn't it seem like that's coming from right over here just for we, man? Understand me this. And how can those sun rays be coming from 93 million miles? We already got into that. So, to take something that's far and then in your mind, take something that's close and then your mind make it far, that's a serious psychosis on you when the physical proof is totally opposite. To tell you the truth, to show you the truth, right? So let's go to the next inversion. Water, which is straight, level, is said to be curved, okay? Curving and bending. Now, what's the inversion? What's the opposite of straight? Bent, curved, okay? What's the opposite of level? Unlevel, see? So they give you unlevel, curved, bent water when it's straight and level. That's inversion. Now, your whole daily experience is straight and level water. Every day of your life since before you was born. And now for you to have that inverted mindset, you're delusional. We're going to go to the next thing. The earth that is stationary is said to be rotating. Listen. The earth doesn't move. How's it going to move with all this beans and trees and gallons of water on it? You can't spin water without it slushing around. Have you ever took water and spent it and it didn't slush? Because water don't even build up that type of resistance. It's just going to stand still while you spinning it. If you could do that, man, listen. You come and spin some water and it don't have, it's just going to sit there and be like a calm sea or a calm. Listen, I just break down and just say you the greatest. You the GOAT. You the greatest of all time, right? and just denounce everything, you know. But you just can't come and just say something and then can't do it, and it's against the laws of physics. You're gonna be spinning water on a ball. Listen, you are the greatest if you can do that. Okay, well, wait. So it's said to be rotated. So what's the opposite of not moving? Moving. Inverted again. And it's only in your mind, but not in the physical reality. And it's also you can think you know that you know more because he gave you a lie to make you a thou fool. So let's go to the next thing. The earth that is a plane, 180 degrees level on all three, the face of the deep, the face of the water, and the face of the earth. The earth that is a plane is said to be a ball. That which is straight now is bent. We just gonna go on with that because that's kind of obvious right there. That's what you call inversion, right? The moon shows only one side said to be a ball. So the moon only shows you one side, but it's said to have more than one side. Now let's get back to this. What it was, the earth is a plane, so they said it was round and spinning. So the moon only shows you one side. So they had to make the moon a ball and spinning too to cancel out this lie. One lie cancel out the other. They call it synchronized rotation. What it really is synchronized lies, man. No, it's funny because they call it synchronized rotation, but it really is synchronized lies. So once you discover that the Earth is a plane and not moving, then it unravels this lie. Because there lies one lie unravels the next lie. The first thing that is discovered is the sun is not moving, and then the sun is the Earth is not moving, and the sun is doing the rotating in a circuit around the Earth. That's the first thing to discover, and then all their house of cards come tumbling down, because because they lied on the Earth, the sun, the moon, and the stars, and they all are related to each other. Okay, so the moon. So let me see. So that's how one lie relates to the other. Okay. This one here. The sun, which is the same size as the moon, is said to be larger. Okay. So the sun, which is. So let's go over here. Here's the eclipse right here. So in the eclipse, the moon goes in front of the sun. It covers the sun, which causes darkness. Now, if this sun was 93 million miles behind that, it's not gonna, and it was shining in all directions. It's not gonna cause it to get dark. It's just gonna pass right over it. It's supposed to be 93 million miles in back of it, and much bigger in back of it anyway. The whole sky would be lit up anyway. Now this is looking like they're the same size, and when this covers it, now it's looking like the sun is like a flashlight, like flashing just down on one area. And when it covers it, see, the sun is not shining at all on the side, and they're the same size. And when it covers it, you get the little glare there, but the rest is all dark because the sun is not shining all. It's the same size. It's a tail giveaway right here. If it was 93 million miles away, it wouldn't be doing none of this. This where the truth comes out right there. Okay, they're the same size. So what do you have here? Okay, so those are the ones right there inverted, where you take and you go to opposites. That which is close, you make it far. That which is straight, you make it bent. The opposite. That's satanic. So here's the delusional mind, things happening that you can't see. They always tell you, oh, this is happening, but you can't tell. Oh, this is rotating, but you can't measure it. Doesn't that sound kind of delusional? Like somebody said, if you met somebody and they was trying to sell you something or trying to get you to sign a contract and they kept telling you something was happening but you couldn't tell, would you sign that contract? Would you believe that person? When you say, oh man, you are really strange. Okay, but They do that to you all the time concerning the earth, and you buy it. Like this, like you buy it. You understand me? So let's go down the list real quickly. Wrap this up. Delusional mind, things happening that you can't see. The earth is rotating, but you can't measure it. This big old thing rotating, man, and all these airplanes going around all the time, and you can't measure it. And then all this water supposed to be flushing around, and they're saying that the earth is rotating in relation to the air. So when you go up in the air, the earth under beneath you is gonna be moving 1,000 miles in a direction, a different direction, or the same direction. You're gonna be getting that the dynamics of that action. You can calculate it, measure it. No, you can't measure anything. They say you can't measure anything. You know why? Because they say the air is rotating, but you can't measure that anyway. So they say, okay, they can catch us. They can catch us if they think about that the air is not rotating. So let's link the air rotating too. That way it's too high now. You got them both in the lie. This is one delusion to cover up the next delusion. I just want you to understand that. The other thing is the ocean is rotating, but you can't measure it. So the ocean, all this big body of water is supposed to be moving around, spinning, and it's no big at 1,000 miles an hour in one direction, and there's no slushing around, and there's nothing on the weather about that. You can't measure it. There's no measurement of that. That big massive situation it's as if it's not happening. It's not rotating, but you say it is, but you can't get no effects or measurement of it. That's what you call delusional. Let's shoot. I'm wasting too many verbs and adjectives on this. Water is curved, but you can't measure it. So the water is curved in your glass of water in your house, in your in your toilet, in your bathtub, and everywhere. It's all curved, really, right? No, we know it's all level, man. We know the characteristics. We know the physical nature of water and the air pushing down on it, and just the molecules itself. They collapse and they push out, and it's a big physical mass. And then with the air on the top, it's totally level on the top. That's a law of water, 180 degrees level. And it's straight. That's a mystery of mankind. But look, it's curved, but you can't measure it. That's what you call delusional. Okay, here's another one. Half the earth is upside down, but you can't measure it. Okay, down under, the land down under is upside down. Well, too bad. A carpenter's level can't even turn upside. You can't turn water upside down. It's proven with a carpenter's level. And what they do is when they give you an upside down world, it's a inverted world. Your brain is inverted, and that's as above is so below of the Baphomet, and it puts you in a delusion that it's possible to live upside down, and your brain is actually upside down. On that, peace is shalom, and I hope this helps. If it helps one person get out of this delusional mindset that these people are putting on people, hey, it's great. Peace and shalom. Stay up. Peace and shalom, and good beautiful blessing vibrations to you. I hope you enjoyed my presentation, and if it helped one person, I'm very grateful for that. Okay, and I would like for you to support my cause, which is the Sea Level Society, which is dedicated to the truth in aquatics, science, and life. And you can do that by calling this number up here, and then you can get some of this blessed and beautiful incense. It's going to give off some of the most blessed and beautiful, freshest incense you ever experienced, and giving off some blessed and beautiful vibrations. Can dip by me, one. And on that note, peace. Beautiful vibrations to you, and adios, amigos.